Good morning. Unicorns will come to order. I have a few items to review. I love toxic employees. You should have let somebody review your content. I didn't write the content. Your manager and the content writer reviewed and approved these updates. Oh, I didn't review. Okay. And then you produce content on your own using AI and Canva with no peer review of your own, in which you misspelled the only word in the ad, because you had no peer review. And then you wasted company money on that ad and published it to the social media networks, making us look stupid and ignorant. But you have absolutely no accountability for your actions. Okay, here's number two. I love toxic employees. What do you mean you're going to be 30 minutes late to work every day for 3 years? Okay. What do you mean you live half the distance to work than my 40-mile one-way commute? And I am early for my shift. They have this thing called a clock. Maybe you could set your alarm 15 minutes earlier. Oh, you were at the gym. Get your priorities in order, sweetie. You obviously don't care about your work ethic, but no one holds you accountable. Okay, hear me out. Just run all the morning fob scans and I'll place money that these people have never made it to work on time 5 days in a row in any given week in 3 years. Never. I'll bet $5. Just go ahead and give me $5. As well as an hour and a half lunch breaks, which I usually don't mind. But if you're going to be rude and obnoxious and loud and disruptive the moment you get into work at your late ass time, that's uncalled for. That's disrespectful. That's unprofessional. I don't care if you make it to it. I've managed people before, and they would tell me, "Oh, I got to do this for my kid." I don't care. I got to do this for my kid. I don't care. Go ahead. Do what you need to do. Just show up here and be a happy employee, blah blah blah. But then you make it a habit because nobody holds you accountable. Okay, okay. Well, anyway, number 3. I love toxic employees. What do you mean you're going to sit on her lap in her chair while she's trying to do work? You're going to work together. That's weird. What do you mean you're going to lick her face and kiss her? Have you heard of boundaries? Even I got uncomfortable. Apparently, you know nothing about professional workplace behavior, even after 3 sexual harassment videos and an explanation, we'll get into that later, of sexual harassment or whatever they call this, because I was uncomfortable. I'm like, this is not, we don't do this at work. I'm sorry. we don't do that. And so sexual harassment is defined. I learned something really new lately. It's third party review, basically. If a third party sees the two parties, no matter what the two parties are doing, the third party sees the two parties, that's a bad look, and that person can be uncomfortable. So I was the third party, and I wasn't trying to be uncomfortable. I just was uncomfortable because how are you going to tell me that that is appropriate workplace behavior? Oh, I got more. I love toxic employees. What do you mean? JB Pritzker, you want to hear this one? I want you to weigh in on this one, buddy. I love toxic employees. What do you mean you're going to sit there and vape at your desk even after Illinois passed a law forbidding indoor vape usage? What do you mean you transfer from HR but have no problems breaking any of the rules? What do you mean you don't care if they do bad websites, web pages, unprofessional, not correct at all, no process, no function, no skill, no graphics, no nothing? What do you mean? I don't understand. So anyway, so we're talking about toxic workplace environments, and this one person, two people. This is two people. So I'm going to tell you that one of the reasons why I became a CEO is so that I don't have to work in toxic workplace environments. If somebody is harassing me or inappropriate or whatever, I can just kick you out. Goodbye. Um, I don't really have to go through all the uncomfortableness. And what do you mean you sit and tell the HR lady that you're disabled? So I have, my own communication style. It works really well for me. But I'm disabled, and I try to explain to her. She's like, "I don't like the way you're moving your hands." I'm like, "That's inappropriate." Yeah, I can name names. And the other thing is, there's this contract that says that I have to be on my best behavior or I don't get my severance, but you can sit there and flap your lips and say wrong things. It'd be different if you were saying something that was correct, but since you're saying things that are not correct and you've been doing that for 2 years and you caused me to lose my job, you are in defamation of character territory, sweetie. And I don't need to sue the company. I can sue you. So shut the fuck up.